Today we are looking at the Linux Mint 21.2 Mac desktop environment. So I already made a video on Linux Mint 21.2, the XFC desktop environment today. So the other one is like a Mac desktop environment right now. So the Cinnamon desktop environment will be available tomorrow because I'll be posting 2 videos daily. So I already posted the XFCE and right now is a Mac desktop environment. So you need to wait for tomorrow for the Cinnamon desktop environment. So let's quickly boot it in a live boot first. So there is no ISO file or the release note available in the official website right now, but the ISO file is released in the stable repositories. I'm going to show you how to download the ISO file right now if you want to test it. So again, I'm giving you a warning because it's still not available in the official website. Only if you want to test it, you can test it in the virtualization like VMware or VirtualBox or other virtualization softwares. So if you want to test it on your main PC or work PC, it's always a good idea to uh, download the stable ISO file in the official website. It's always a good idea to wait for a few more days because there is no release notes or any ISO files available in the official website. So there should be some bugs. I didn't find any bugs in the XFC desktop environment in a Linux Mint 21.2. But it's always a good option to wait for a few more days until the developers release anything like that in their official website. So again, it's based on the Ubuntu Jammy Jellyfish. So here is our Mac desktop environment. So I already made a XFC desktop environment Linux Mint 21.2. If you want to check that out, you can check that out after watching this video. So it is loading almost. Let's first change the resolution. I'm using it on a VMware with 80 GB of hard disk, 4 GB of RAM, and with two processors. So let's first change the display resolution to 1920 into 1080 because my monitor is 1920 into 1080. So let's close this thing and open the system monitor. So you should be seeing how much of resources are consuming right now. I'm going to put it in the right side corner throughout the video. So you should be having an idea of how much of resources it consumes throughout the video. So let me change the color so you can properly look at here. So the system is Linux Mint 21.2 Victoria. The code name is Victoria. I already made videos on Linux Mint 21.2 in past few days. So if you want to check that out, just type in Linux Mint 21.2 in my channel. With that system like a Linux Mint 21.2, you should be seeing every videos there. So this is a Mac desktop environment and the kernel version is here. So all my CPU is here. So let's go to the process runner right now. So these are all the processes running right now. So the resources, here is the resources, file system. So the available desktop environment for the Linux Mint 21.2 are like a Mac desktop environment, Cinnamon and XFCE. So these are all the three desktop environment available for the Linux Mint 21.2. So I'm going to uh, put it right here so you can see throughout the video what is going on with the system resources. So let's open the terminal and type in some commands to get the complete distro information. Right now there is no release note or anything like that in their official website. So it is very hard to say what are things changed in the Linux Mint right now. But let's try to explore everything and see what are the things are changed here. So if you're using Linux Mint 21.1, you should be seeing major changes because you've been using like a lot of days. So you should be easily what you say identify the changes. I can't say the changes because I'll be changing. I'll be making a lot of Linux distros every day, so I don't remember anything. So it is pretty hard to remember what are the things change it here. And my main PC which has like a Windows 11 has the operating system, so it's pretty hard for me to remember everything. So I hope you understand that. So let's type in the other command, which is inxi-g. These are all the commands which will get the complete distro information. So the first one was INXI and the second one was INXI B. As you can see, INXI-B, INXI, and the third one is INXI-G dash G. These are all the complete distro information. Let's type in other commands, which is cat /etc/issue. Sorry if I'm talking very fast because I had a coffee right now because I was tired. So the code name for the Linux Mint 21.2 is Victoria. So I already made a lot of videos on Linux Mint 21.2 which are available in my channel already. So if you want to check that out, just type in Linux Mint 21.2 in my channel. You should be seeing the videos there. So let's type in the NeoFetch. So the Cinnamon desktop environment video will be available tomorrow. So sorry for that because I already posted the XFCE and the Mac desktop environment is right now. So I'll be making 2 videos daily. So today's quota is completed. I hope you understand that. So NeoFetch is completed. Let's type in inxi-sv8. This is the same command as the above, but in a lengthy form. So these are all the things uh, you can easily identify if you are using a Linux Mint 21.1, and you should be seeing changes here. So let's type in the desktop if it's pre-installed. No, it's not installed. So let's type in and try to install that. Sudo apt install desktop. This is the command to install desktop. You already know because you are using a Linux distro. So it's going to take like a 20 seconds to install the desktop. So we need to wait for that. Desktop is installed. So this is the desktop right now. So these are all the complete information of the distro. Let's close this thing and explore everything, other things. So let's open the Firefox browser and I'm going to show you how to download the ISO file. So if you want to test it, only if you want to test it, you want to download that. If you are a normal user, it's better idea to stay away from that because even it's a stable release, it's always a good idea to wait until the developers release that in their official website. So for the download, you need to type in the Linux Mint. This is the official website, and I'm using a VPN, so it's going to say change to English. So this is the website you already know. So linuxmint.com. So right now there is only Linux Mint 21.1, which is a stable ISO file. As you can see, the latest version is Linux Mint 21.1 recommended. But in order to get the this Linux Mint 21.2, you need to go to the projects, and under projects you need to go to the mirrors. So it is taking a few seconds here because I'm using a VPN. I already said that. So you need to scroll it down and choose any mirror here. I'm going to choose the worldwide layer online. And we should be seeing all the things here like a stable version, testing version. So you can choose the testing version or the stable version. So the stable version also released and has the 21.2 ISO files here. So we have like a Cinnamon desktop environment, Mac desktop environment, and XFCE desktop environment. All the three options has like a 3 GB of a file size, ISO file size. So I already made the XFCE, and right now we are making a Mac desktop environment. The Cinnamon desktop environment will be available tomorrow. So let's click on the Mac desktop environment. The three ISO file size are like a 2.8 GB. I already downloaded, so I know that. So the download is started here. So this is the tutorial for how to download the Linux Mint 21.2. So let's check the version of the Firefox browser, which is 111, not 111, it's 115.0.2. Point 2 is the point update. So let's close this thing also. So keep an eye on the CPU and the RAM. So let's go to the installation. Again, this is the same installation or the installer style. So there is nothing complicated or different here. So I'm going to show you just for the sake of the video. I'm going to run through all these things in a quick so that the video shouldn't get lengthy. So it is taking a bit of time here. Usually it shouldn't take that much of time. I don't know why. No problem. As you can see, CPU is going crazy. In the XF desktop environment also, it was like 100% reaching for some reason. We didn't open that many of apps, but it was reaching like 100%. If you want to see what is going on in the XFC desktop environment, the video is already available. You can check that out. Let's go back to the installation. First, you need to choose the language. Click on continue. You need to wait for a few seconds, and we have a keyboard layout. Choose your keyboard layout on your own. Any keyboard layout which is your language. If you want to detect your keyboard layout, you can do that or type it here. Click on continue. So try to ignore the network history and just keep an eye on the CPU history and the RAM. So if you want to install the multimedia codecs, you can do that. Click on continue. It's going to take like 20 to 30 seconds. And you should be seeing options like erase disk and something else. So the erase disk option is to delete the current operating system and delete the all the files, documents, everything which is available in that hard disk. And other option is something else which should giving you the options like a dual boot operating systems or dual boot options. So if you are running it on a VMware or a VirtualBox, you don't need to worry. So as you can see, here is the options. Something else, if you want to choose the dual boot options, if you want to delete the current operating system, you can choose this option and click on install now. It's going to take like 5 to 8 minutes, depends on your PC, and it's going to install the Linux Mint 21.2 in your main PC or work PC. I'm going to warn you again, it's not a stable ISO file because it didn't released in the official website. It is available in the stable repositories, but it is not released in the official website. So it was not released by their developers. So it's better option to wait for a few more days, like maybe week. We should be seeing the Linux Mint 21.2 in their official website. So only if you want to test it, you can test it in the VirtualBox or VMware. So this is the warning I'm giving again. So because I'm giving this warning, I don't want to ruin your PC. That's the reason I'm saying it again and again. So this is the installation process. Let's quit this thing and let's check out the desktop features. So date and time, volume, internet connection, and the panels. If you want to customize, these are all the same things which were available in the older version or the previous version. So there is nothing changed here. So let's go to the like desktop wallpapers and see some wallpapers here. So if you've been using like a Linux Mint 21.1, you should be seeing the changes as soon as you see this video. I can't say anything because I'm not using the Linux Mint as my main PC for main PC as my operating system because I'm running it like a Windows 11 as my main operating system, and I'll be doing like every Linux distro videos every day, so it's pretty hard for me to remember what are the changes in the Linux Mint. So I hope you understand that. So if you ask me why you were using a Windows 11 and making a Windows Linux distro videos, because I need some important softwares to edit and some other gaming softwares and some main softwares. That's the reason I'm using a Windows 11. Yeah, I didn't even like the Windows 11, but I need to use it for some work. So that's the reason. So I hope you understand that. So these are all the wallpapers available right now. So there are plenty of wallpapers available. So you can customize. Plenty means like 15 to 18 wallpapers, I guess. New wallpapers are like just 10 or 12 apps, 12 wallpapers, I guess. So these are all the wallpapers. These are all the themes. There are plenty of themes here. You can customize on your own. If you want to install, you can install, customize, do anything you want. So let's close this thing. What we left here. Let's open all the apps and see how good the Linux distro will handle. So let's open like 10 apps and see. Like open mail client and the music player and the image viewer. Let's open like 10 to 12 apps and see how good this Linux Mint 21.2 will handle. The XFCE desktop environment would handle pretty much good. Let's see how will the Mac desktop environment will handle. So we already opened like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 apps. Let's open still like 6 to 7 apps and see like a text editor. And let's go to the all applications. Let's click on all. Let's open celluloid. And let's scroll it down here and see what we left here is like gparted. And let's scroll it down again. Let's even open the LibreOffice. So the LibreOffice and Thunderbird will be consuming a bit uh, more resources than the other apps. Let's open main menu and let's even open the mouse. Right now it is taking a few more seconds. We can understand because it's almost like 8 to 9 apps already. So let's see the system monitor and see how it is going. The CPU is going around like 100% and the RAM is almost 2.1 GB. It's still good. Let's see again. It went back. Here is the system monitor. It's almost like a 2.2 GB. Still good. So there is no crashing of apps or something like that. Let's open Redshift. It is taking a bit of time, but there is no apps crashing right now. So that's the good thing here. I think that's enough, I guess. I don't know what will happen. It's been like 20 minutes, I guess. Let's open Synaptic Package Manager. That's it. The CPU is here and the RAM is also here. So everything is going good. In 20 minutes of video, it's still good. I don't know what will happen if we use like 8 to 10 hours of this Linux distro. Maybe we should be finding any bugs or crashing of apps like that. But right now it is going pretty smooth. So, but still, I'm not going to recommend you this ISO files or the Linux Mint right now because the developers didn't release it in our official website. So if you want to test it, you can test it on the VMware or VirtualBox. So if you are a normal user, it's always a better idea to wait. And if you want to update, you can update it later after the official website is released. So these are all the resources. Let's quickly see the version and close all the things. Synaptic Package Manager version is 0.90.2. Let's maximize this thing. So the installed version will be installed packages will be like a green box and the installed version will be here. I'm going to scroll it down very fast because it's going to make the video lengthy if we scroll it down very slowly. So in order to see every package manager in a slow-mo, you need to change the YouTube settings playback to 1.0 to 0.25 and you should be seeing the video a bit slow there. So let's close this thing. Let's check the LibreOffice version. So the three desktop environment versions are same. So there is nothing different here. So let's close this thing also. So let's check the Thunderbird mail. The version is 102.13.0, same as the XFCE desktop environment. So let's close that thing also. So here is the mouse. You can customize this thing. Rhythm box 3.4.4. Let's close this thing also. Here is the software manager. Let's see this version 8.2.8, same as the XFCE. So if you want to install, if you want to customize, you can do that. So let's close this thing also. So image viewer, I guess, about pics 3.0.2. Let's close this thing also. Gparted 1.3.1. Let's even close this thing. So the file manager 1.26.0. Celluloid 0.2.1. And here is a document viewer or the SED 3.4.3. I'm going to type in my channel URL. If you want to search my channel URL in your browser, you can do that by typing youtube.com/9to5linux. This is my channel URL. It is a dumb or it is a waste of time to show this because you're already watching my video. You can directly subscribe there. But we have a text editor, so we need to type something. So that's the reason I'm typing this. So the version already showed. Subscribe if you want. This is my channel URL. Let's close this thing also. So what we left is here the main menu. So this is all the things. If you want to customize, we can customize this in the main menu, like here. You can customize these things. So let's close this thing. And the update manager. Let's check the version 6.0.3. So even we don't have like a release note. I almost showed you everything which are available in the Linux distro. So if you've been using Linux Mint 21.1, you should be easily recognizing what are the things changed. So if you want to change the mirror, you can change to local mirror. So I don't want to change that. So let's close this thing. So I think we covered everything. There is nothing left here. So let's end the video. The memory is 1.7 GB. CPU is here. So if you ask me, XFCE and the Matte desktop environment took it pretty smoothly, and the XFCE, I'll give the XFCE the second option and the first rank for the Matte desktop environment because I already made the XFCE desktop environment. Right now, the Matte desktop environment is here. So there was a bit of lag here and there in the XFCE desktop environment. Not a major lag, it was just a minor lag. But it's clearly up to you to choose whatever desktop environment you want. You can check the videos of the XFCE, Matte, and tomorrow will be the Cinnamon desktop environment. Watch 3 videos and decide whatever the desktop environment you want. It's clearly up to you because it's your PC, it's your option to choose whatever you want. So these are all the CPU. So the system information is here, process running right now are here. So I showed everything. So that's it for the video, I guess. So here are all the updates available. Already showed this. So again, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit the thumbs up button. It helps make a good content for you. Other than that, I'll see you in tomorrow's video. So I already made the XFC desktop environment video. So if you want to check that out, you can check that out after watching this video. Again, thanks for watching. Peace out.